Lands extend north of the Logan River, all the way out to the foothills of the Toowoomba Range. We also acknowledge the Jagera and the Yugara people, who also have lands in this area. I must follow these cultural protocols as an Aboriginal elder. And so, I also want to acknowledge and show respects to our elders both past, present and emerging.
I would also like to acknowledge our distinguished guests who are present here today. Our official guests, official parties includes Senator Paul Scarr, Presiding Officer. We thank you, sir, kindly for accepting to be a presiding officer for this ceremony today. Thank you very much. We also have Mr. James Martin, MP, member for Stratton, who is also very supportive of communities in Queensland. Thank you, Mr. Martin. And also we have other guests, Auntie Peggy Tangerman, respected Aboriginal elder, she's around and about working with many communities in Queensland. She is a great supporter of Fiji Senior Citizen Association Queensland. Thank you, sister. And Lewis Lee, our young chairman, Australian of the Chinese Heritage Home Memorial Committee. He also involved in many other organizations in his community. Alan Chen, President, Universal Education and Multicultural Exchange Association Incorporation. Margaret Lennon, Secretary, Queensland Faith Communities Council, which was formed about 2 years ago. All the multi-faith communities came together and formed this organization. Lisa Wood, CEO, Ethnic Community Council of Queensland. You know, Ethnic Community Council works for cult group for many, many years. I think it's over 50 years now, since they've been working for the community here in Queensland. We have Michael Porto, President, Australian Myanmar Friendly Association of Queensland, who has been very friendly and very helpful. You must have had some music. He played today, to entertain you today, this morning. And his wife also, Mrs. L.B. Porto. She worked in MCC for many, many, many years.
I was at another citizenship ceremony earlier today with this team that's roving around Brisbane making new citizens, and I did reflect on the point that both James Martin, the MP for Stratton at the state level, and Councillor Stephen Wam from the Brisbane City Council were both born overseas. They're both born overseas, and James came and his family came from the UK, Stephen and his family from Taiwan, and they're both now representatives, elected representatives of their community, and I think that underlines something that's really important about Australia. So good to see everyone.
Like you, as you heard, I'm an immigrant, and in fact my family story is very similar to many other stories from people who live in this part of Queensland. The electorate of Stratton, which I represent, is the most multicultural electorate in the state of Queensland, with more people being born overseas than in any other electorate. My story, like many in this room, started with my parents making the decision to move to Australia in pursuit of a better life for themselves, but also for their kids. And we immigrated from the UK in 1989. My mum and dad always say that coming here was the best decision that they ever made. They're proud of how their children have succeeded without connections. My sister is a midwife who went on to marry a man from Hong Kong. My brother is a policeman who went on to marry a girl of Lebanese heritage, and myself, obviously in politics, who went on to marry a girl of Chinese heritage. We're all raising our kids here in this fantastic multicultural community. And the story of this multicultural community is very personal to me because it's also the story of my family.
From this time forward under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Will receive a small seedling from the front of the hall that symbolises, so as you came in you would have seen the seedlings, that symbolises you becoming a new citizen. I ask that you plant this seedling and watch it grow. By planting this tree you'll be an active contributor.
I introduce to you my good friend, Mr. OAM, who has conducted over 50 citizenship ceremony in Brisbane. Very experienced person so far as the citizenship ceremony is concerned. And I request Mr. Lewis Lee to conduct the affirmation ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Surendra, ladies and gentlemen. Now you have witnessed the pledge of commitment made by our new citizen. I would like to invite everyone to participate in the Australian Citizenship Affirmation Ceremony. The Australian Citizen Affirmation is based on the pledge that our new citizens have just made. Participation in the Australian Citizenship Affirmation is voluntary, carrying no legal status. The affirmation was introduced in 1999 as part of the 50th anniversary of the celebration of the Australian citizenship, as a way for people who were born as Australian citizens to be made a public pledge of commitment. Those who are not Australian citizens but feel a good connection to Australia are welcome to participate. Just join in from the second line. If you would like to take part, please stand and repeat each line after me. The word can be found on the affirmation card or on your program that you have received. As an Australian citizen, I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people.
I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people.
Whose democratic belief I share.
Whose democratic belief I share.
Whose right and liberty I respect.
Whose right and liberty I respect.
And whose law I uphold and obey.
And whose law I uphold and obey.
Thank you very much.
Past, present and emerging, traditional custodians of the land. I would like to thank the Fiji Senior Citizens Association of Queensland, the federal government, and Surendra for organising this event. My name is Sam, and I'm a doctor from the UK that moved to Australia just over 5 years ago. I, like most of the other new citizens here, moved to Australia in search of a better life. Life in Australia was almost described as a fairy tale, a place where you were treated with kindness, respect and open arms, a place where you'd never be cold again. Never did I think that one day I'd be standing here speaking to you as an Australian citizen. Along the way, I've learned many things. I'll now share some of these things with you. Bogie smugglers aren't illegal bird importers and are in fact something that some people wear to the beach. Thongs are something that you wear on your feet and are not in fact undergarments. Yeah, nah, yeah means yes, and nah, yeah, nah means no.
Rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden sword and wonderful joy. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in majesty, of beauty rich and rare. In history's great and every state, Australia fair.
This concludes the ceremony today, and on behalf of the Australian Government, Surendra and the Fijian Senior Citizens Association of Queensland, I congratulate you all again on this choice of yours today. and I wish you and your families great happiness and success here in Australia. I want to acknowledge and thank Auntie Peggy today, our distinguished guest, Senator Scarr, for being our presiding officer today. Thank you very, very much. And Michael, thank you so much for your entertainment. Your voice is amazing, and we just love having you. Thank you for your support. I just thank the youth members of the association for their support today and all of the team. Congratulations everyone, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy yourself celebrating. Thank you.